All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more. There we go. Resident Evil. Continuing with RE0. We started it up last time. Got through the train. Everyone's favorite part. Unanimously, pretty much. Just continuing with the first playthrough. Just getting things done. I hope I don't eat my words on the training facility also being a good part of the game, because I've been defending it for a long time. Well, pretty much since I did the RE0 review was when I was like, you know, I actually really like this part of the game. Not as much as the train, but I still really like it. So hopefully it wasn't like a fluke where I just enjoyed it that one time and it's actually still not great. We'll see though. I tend to have pretty immaculate taste in gaming, if I do say so myself. So I think we should be fine. The fans need a new game, so I low-key have to slime Ethan's wife. Just a quick little, you know, shoot Ethan's wife. Why did he do that though, actually? You didn't really go into the story? Because everything in RE8, like, all the explanation comes right at the end, which is pretty typical for RE. But it all is like right at the end, to the point where it would have to be so spoiler heavy if I did. Oh my god. Bro, do I want my Xbox controller for this? I do. The buttons are flipped. Hold on. The game doesn't natively support the PlayStation controller. So I was like, oh, I'll see. I'll see. But just do a little. There we go. That's better. These are what the buttons are supposed to be. My buttons were like weirdly rearranged because it doesn't support that controller. But now we're cooking. Handgun ammo is good. I wonder how many people are going to, what's it? To hate that I play as Billy for most of RE0. I want it now. What do you mean my inventory's full? Well, I guess we both have a first aid spray. Like, the herbs can kind of stay behind, if we're being honest. Oops. I'll get it. I'll get the hang of it. There we go. Oh, Aniket. Alright, we're turning this bitch into a storage room. I gotta go get my shit. I don't want to have to run back to the train should I need anything, so we're turning this main hall into my item box. I'm bringing everything back from the train. Do you actually want the reason that Chris killed Mia at the beginning of Village, though? Or is it just like what's it? Rhetorical. You guys heard the rumors of a Starfield 2.0? No. I mean, kinda, yeah. Okay, if anyone doesn't know why, and you don't want spoilers for Village, mute me or skip me if you're watching VOD. Chris shoots Mia in a raid at the beginning of Resident Evil Village. Sorry, I'm giving them time to escape. Because it's not actually Mia. The real Mia was kidnapped And that Mia was simply one of, like, the villains who can shapeshift. Bruh. Yeah, there's the reason. Mia's sister Leah. Yes, of course. He killed her in order to save the bloodline. Yes, it was so that Ethan would go hook up with Claire and continue the Redfield bloodline. Backgrounds are so good in this game. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm so sorry. It is just what happens when we play RE0. The whole time I'm just gonna be like, man, this game looks so good. It's Leon's job. Leon's not doing it. We all know he's not doing it. I might as well drop the shotgun for now, just to get items back and forth faster. Oh, wait. Okay, there's the quick turn. Yeah, this game actually doesn't have the quick turn. Like the one button quick turn from Remake. You can only do it with the button combo. Like everyone with Village, continuing with the spoiling. Apologies. Everyone with Village. At least I'm just muling items over. So if people do skip or mute, they're not missing anything. Everyone always says that it was stupid of Chris to not just tell Ethan, like, either beforehand or immediately after it happened, what was going on. But Chris also gives his reasoning as to why he didn't, and his reasoning is good. Like, he has a good reason to not tell Ethan, but everyone still shits on Chris and calls him stupid in that game for not telling him. Because he literally says near the end that he didn't tell Ethan because he knew that Ethan would get himself involved if they told him. So they were going to put him into custody before explaining everything to him, so that at least then they had him, like, locked down and he wouldn't go and get himself killed over it. Like, his reasoning for not telling Ethan was actually good, and everyone shits on him for it. I've never understood why. You gotta say something at least. Well, the transport was taking them to where they were going to hold them, and then he was going to explain everything there. Why did they drive near the village? That is a question that we do not know. I guess the best that I could assume is just the place they were planning on holding them was nearby because they were going to be operating there. But, like, yeah. Great, I filled up the room too much. This is a thing that can happen in Zero. Okay. I have a plan. Rebecca is gonna carry the shells for me still. And that frees up one bit of space. And then I get the shotgun back up off the floor. And then I can drop this other herb. Beautiful. And then everything else, I guess I'm just gonna leave it where it is, because this room is already full, and having a second room will just be such a pain in the ass. The map tells you where everything is anyway. Everything else in this area, we'll just play it as we go. Took the scenic route for some photo ops. Yeah, I mean, they were going to be operating in the village, like, regardless of Ethan being there or not. So I assume that they were just taking him someplace nearby so that they could handle both at the same time. I don't know. Because his squad in Village is what, like 8 men? And then they lose a couple at the start of the game as well. I'm trying to remember. The thing that's kind of funny is that every single member, at least that's named, is in Resident Evil RE verse as a totally separate character, but they all look the same. So, like, I know their names, but I could never tell you who is who. And even then, I kind of struggle to remember all the names of them. But every member of his squad does have a name. Like, they are all distinct personalities. They did not need to be separate characters in RE-verse, by the way. They all basically were the same character, just with slightly different abilities. That was one of the weirdest things when I played that game. RE-verse is actually the next game for the Resident Evil retrospective. Uh-oh. Rebecca! Hit him with fire. Oh, fuck, Billy. Idle. Don't waste my ammo, you bitch. No, no, Billy. Billy, waste some ammo. Maybe. That would be a way better setting for the AI. Like, don't shoot things unless it will save me, in which case, go for it. That would be a great quality of life setting to have with this system. How are you going to do RE-verse for this 100%? We literally can't play the game, but I already got all the achievements on Steam. Actually... Thoughts on the RE9 protagonist not having combat experience? I think it's fine. It's like, what, the... Hold on. It's at least the 3rd RE protagonist that hasn't had combat experience prior. Because Claire, Ethan's a no-brainer. I swear there's one I'm forgetting. No, I think that's it. I think it's just Claire and Ethan prior. And they're great. So I don't think it should be bad at all. Especially when they first, like, genuinely for like the 30 minutes or so after they revealed Leon at the Game Awards recently, I was worried that Grace was literally going to have no combat. Oh yeah, the Outbreak survivors, I guess. Like, most of them. But... Sorry, I was worried that Grace, for like half of the game, was going to have 0 combat. And it was just going to be like hide-and-seek bullshit, right? But they put up an interview with Nakanishi, like, right after the reveal, where he described it as... Grace's half is going to play very much like RE2 in terms of, like, pacing and general flow. And Leon's half is going to play more like RE4. Honestly, it looks a little crazier than RE4, but I'm going to hold back judgment. No keyhole? Oh, the top is engraved with a clock. Okay. I was like, what did I just read? Shit, what is my quick map button? The controls are different from Remake. And it's throwing me off because we just played so much of that. But yeah, I guess the Outbreak survivors. I don't have fire for him. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's the method.
Split up.
Roger.
We're gonna run them through the hallway under my control, one at a time, and I'm gonna dodge this bitch. Still so cool that they were able to have multiple rooms loaded in at once on the GameCube. Although now we know from like later interviews and stuff that they weren't even going to have the door transitions in the RE1 remake. Like there was no need to even have them at all.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
But it was decided after some playtesting and stuff early on in development that they would keep them because it just didn't feel like RE without them. Which is hilarious to me that at this point, like with the hardware they had, they did not need the door transitions. But they just left them in because they were so like quintessential Resident Evil at that point. Okay, Rebecca, in here, you're allowed to shoot. Go for it.
That's a fucking cop.
Rebecca is the giveaway on if they're dead or not. She keeps aiming down at them when they're still alive. It's kind of handy though. Oops. I have to get back into the flow of managing all of this. That's huge. I was just getting low. Hope RE9 is double the length of Village. Okay. Kind of crazy take, maybe. But am I the only one? Feels like RE games don't need to be that long. Like, I almost prefer when they're not. Because, like, the average, at least the average, like, survival horror RE game is, like, 6-ish hours long, give or take. Depending on who's playing it and all that. Like, generally, even doing a playthrough where I walk around like this and stuff, they typically take me about 5 hours, but I've played them a few times, right? So, other people will probably run around a bit more and do less appreciating the backgrounds and all that. But like, generally they're about 6 hours long, the old survival horror entries. And then with RE4 is like 20 hours long. And RE4, hear me out, it's too long. It's too long. Like, RE4 goes on longer than it needs to in a single playthrough. At least in I've always felt like RE4 is too long. It doesn't help that the island is not good at the end. Like, the whole last third of the game is just the worst part of the game. But even, like, I would say the castle is the best part of RE4. But, bro, once I'm, like, more than 10 hours deep in that game, even when I'm in the castle, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm about ready to wrap this up. I'm good. I'm good. RE4 Remake didn't feel too long because it's shorter than RE4. Like, in a good way. They cut out some of the areas that just didn't need to be there. Or, like, they shortened some of the areas that just weren't very good. Like, the caves and, like, underground mines and stuff beneath the castle. In Remake, they're, like, an hour-ish to get through. Like, you spend a solid amount of time in there, but you're not in there too long, right? And I played so much Remake when that came out. And then when I went back to replay RE4 for the review, the original again, I forgot that that section is like 2.5 hours in the original. And that section's not very fun in the original either. Like, in the remake, it's better, and they kept it shorter. Like, the pacing in RE4 Remake is so much better than OG RE4. OG RE4 is too long. I think Remake is like 15 hours-ish. Give or take. It's been a while since I did like a fresh, just story playthrough of RE4 Remake. Won't be that much longer, but I would say from memory, it feels like it's about 15 hours, I think. I thought the remake was pretty solid, but the remake had much better pacing and stuff too. Like RE5 is also too long. I don't even remember how long, but RE5, every time, by the way, I'm like halfway through that one, I'm ready to be done. RE6, don't even get me started. Why is that game like 30 plus hours long? Who the fuck decided to make RE6 30 plus hours? Granted, if you're doing every campaign. I think RE6, when I played it for the review, took me 33 hours to get through all 4 campaigns once. And just what the fuck, man. Oh, I'm out. Oh, I'm out. Okay, Rebecca. RE5 when playing... Oh, shit, Rebecca again. When playing co-op is awesome. It is, but it's too long. Why is... That put Billy to orange? I'm pissed. What? Bro, that felt so underwhelming. That shotgun blast. Just me? The fuck was that? That wasn't my Resident Evil, like, God blast the zombie's head off. What? That sucked. It was unsatisfying as fuck. Classic RE shotguns are always so chunky, and you get the big, like, jib of the head explosion. I just didn't get the crit there, but still. That sucked. I'm so underwhelmed by that. The door is now unlocked. It felt so weak. I was, like, bracing for the big boom. Just didn't get it. Just didn't happen. Oh. The knight's swords firmly bar access to the door. I didn't even know you fired the shotgun. Well, point being, I feel like RE games are genuinely better when they're shorter. Which might be a weird take. But I don't know why. But I feel like that's weirdly consistent, that just the RE games that go on really long are... I feel like I'm always so ready for the game to be over by the time I get near the end. Oh yeah, I can't reload it outside of when it's empty. Oh no, I don't have the ammo. See, I assumed that was what was happening, but no, I just don't have the ammo for it. Well. Brother, this gun stinks. What is this? Oh my god. This gun is ass. What is happening? I'm fumbling around too, because the controls are just ever so slightly different. Okay, the crit made it a little better. Not a lot better, but that was a little better. It was. You see the Jake Paul fight? No. I heard about it, but no, I didn't watch it. I'm just not, what's it? I'm just not interested in the whole YouTuber boxing phenomena. But yeah, I feel like 6 to 8 hours is like the sweet spot for RE. Where typically, like, in that amount of time, they can do a lot of really fun stuff, but not spend too long on any of it. Like, it moves at a good enough pace. Whereas, like, RE6, especially, extreme example, but like RE6 spends so long doing the same things over and over that you are just begging for mercy by the end of it. Regulations for trainees. Training facility mission. This training facility will raise a new generation of model employees to serve the future of Umbrella Corp. Applying the strictest and most rigorous training standards, this facility will, without regard for gender, race, or creed, produce only the best candidates to be the future global leaders of Umbrella Corporation. We look forward to the development of your leadership qualities. Training facility guidelines. Discipline, obedience, unity. These 3 words are the basic principles which govern Umbrella Corporation employees and are to be considered the law to this facility, or of this facility. Keep these words in mind at all times. Devote yourselves to your training and bring honor to yourselves and the corporation. James Marcus, Director, Umbrella Corporation Management Training Facility. I wanted Elden Resident Evil Ring Giant Survival Adventure. Well, you have Resident Evil 6. They did make one of those. Have I got great news for you? We did get one. Please insert system disk. Evacuation drill path locked. System disk required to activate release system. Yeah, I heard apparently Andrew Tate is trying to get back into kickboxing. I have no idea why he would do that. Because I know so little about Andrew Tate. But I've seen him fight a little bit. Because I used to do kickboxing. So, I've seen it. I've watched a decent amount of kickboxing. He's pretty good. But I don't know why he would go back to it, because his record, when he quit before, like when he retired from it beforehand, was amazing. So I don't know why he would risk going back and ruining his record, especially now that he's older and he's been out of it for so many years. Like, I have no idea why he would do that, genuinely. The painting depicts a crowd of people standing around a castle, wailing in grief. Well, let me... Oh, is it loaded already? Oh, it is loaded. Oh, he lost? He already had a fight? Pay all of his legal fees? What, you telling me the Hustlers University isn't enough to bankroll some legal fees? I pay like $50 a month to that. What do you mean it's not enough? Wasn't it $50 a month? Wasn't that the price for it? Something ridiculous like that. Wait, doesn't Rebecca have an herb on her? She does. Actually, she can absolutely just carry that key item for me. I was carrying it around, just waiting until we needed it, but she can carry that. He's not top G anymore. Is he really? Wait, do you mean like he quit? At first I thought you were just joking, but did he drop that? Is he not doing that anymore? That is a very... There's a lot more to this map than I remember. Okay, the bottom floor isn't that complicated. I was like, wow, there's so much more to this facility. It's just mostly on the second floor. He's lost his charm. He had charm. It's a winch control for a lift. There's a square-shaped hole in the panel. I don't have anything square-shaped. I don't keep up to date with Andrew Tate news. I'm trying to. Chat keeps me in the loop with pretty much anything along those lines. I don't keep up on my own. I just hear what chat tells me. The old man is holding a candle in his hand. This light will guide you to a greater truth. What are you? Rebecca, you have space for key items. You're the pack mule. Now this is a really tricky puzzle, you guys. Don't miss it. Wait a minute. The candle. Can I not use my lighter? You don't need to use this now? What do you mean? Oh, it's out of fuel. Useless right now. Damn it! Damn it. Alright. Well, never mind. I do have to go get an item for it. As soon as you get to the bat boss, I'm out. Hate that thing. What do you mean? Everyone loves the Resident Evil 0 bat. It's everyone's favorite boss. It's locked. The door is embossed with a fire motif. As far as remake, good. I'm playing it tonight. It is good. It's very fun. Very good, very, very good. I actually just saw a clip on Twitter the other day from can't remember his name. Shit. Oh no, I'm this is bad. This is bad because he's a mutual of mine and I can't remember his name. Oh fuck. FP Aesthetics. Yes, yes. FP Aesthetics. I saw a tweet from him the other day that someone made like a proper first-person mod for the RE4 remake, like with a hotkey that can toggle ADS and stuff, and you don't need like an additional invisible head mod for Leon. Like they actually got it working properly, and it looked great. It looked so good. There's something written on the base. When good and evil are brought into balance, a new path will be opened before you. Rebecca? There's the evil statue. People hate on Zero, but this game is really good when you get the hang of the fixed camera angles and the puzzles. The thing with RE0 isn't that people are bothered, well, people who are bothered by the tank controls and fixed cameras in general, that's just like something that keeps them from all of the classic games, not specifically Zero. The thing that people don't like about Zero yeah, is the inventory system and the partner thing and all that. I definitely don't mind it as much as most people, though. I think Zero is very underrated. Like, very underrated. And a lot of it is the vibes. To be fair, a lot of it is the vibes in this game are just sweet. And the gameplay's not bad by any means. Like, it's just... My thing with the Zero is that it's just, like, the least of the fixed camera era resis. Like, it's not bad by any means. It's just, you put it up alongside, like, RE1, RE2, RE3, Code Veronica. And it just doesn't... It doesn't hit the height of those games. Especially Remake. The GOAT. Notice to all staff. This document is very old. Much of the writing is illegible. Regular meetings of the Vaccine Research and Infectious Agents teams will be held. What the fuck am I hearing? Both meetings are security level 5 and will be held in the following locations. First floor. What? It's crows. Okay, it's birds. West Operations Control Room. Second floor, Southeast Meeting Room. The entry code shall be 815. Thank you. The game looks pretty brown. Yeah, it's very, very brown in terms of color palette, Zero. It's a lot of like brown and like yellow and orange colors. Streamer? Yes, hot sauce? Yes. Hello? Is that? That is the crank, okay. Crank handle. Wouldn't it be crazy if P was like a pale yellow instead of like red? I need to crack my window. I need some fresh air. I'm losing it. I'm clearly... It's just too stuffy in here. It's getting to me. It's gotta be it. I must have just read that wrong. I just had to crack the window real quick. I'll be good in a minute. Surely.
I'm not gonna say anything because it's gonna get fucking clipped, bitch.
What did 4 Remake take away compared to OG 4? Pretty much nothing, but it shuffles things around, and some of those things got shuffled into separate ways. So if you just play base game 4 Remake, you might feel like a couple things are missing, but those couple things just got moved over to Ada's story. Just to do the remake thing of like shuffling it around and messing with where you expect things to be, and the things the Resi remakes typically do. Oh yeah, the crazy laser gun did get removed. That is correct. Would you recommend my playthrough be in the same order as your reviews? Yes. And actually, look, here's the thing. Snake's Revenge, I will warn you, not a good game. Like, the MSX games are surprisingly good once you adjust to them. Snake's Revenge is bad. The sequel to Metal Gear NES that was made without Kojima but came out before Metal Gear 2, that's a bad one. It's bad. But at least give it a shot. It's not canon, so like you don't have to play it, but it is in the collection. It's in there as like a bonus piece of content with the other MSX games, the other 2D games.
I will talk about pegging you, but I will do it wholesomely.
Let's split up.
Roger.
Including spin-offs. The spin-offs are fun, but the spin-offs are up to you. Like in terms of what you want to play and what you don't. Just be warned on Snake's Revenge. If you do play that after the original, just know what you're getting into. Oh fuck, that's the run button from Remake. Still fucking with me that they changed things around. It doesn't seem to be anything special about them. Are we looking at the same gigantic clockwork gears, Rebecca? What do you mean there's nothing special about them? They're fucking huge. They looked important. Oh. We played Metal Gear Acid so much the last couple days too, and it has the Japanese bindings for like select and back. Where if you don't know, in Japan, like if you're on a PlayStation controller, the select button, like their universal select button in every game is circle. It's not X. Or if you're an Xbox user, it's B instead of A. So I've been playing that for the last couple days for like hours a day on stream, and now it's fucking with me where I'm hitting the back button trying to select things. Non-canons of the 2D games were Snake's Revenge and Ghost Babel. Yeah. Those are the non-canon 2D Metal Gears. What if I'm a Nintendo user? Does Nintendo still have them flipped? Or do you mean the buttons? Yeah, in Japan, circle is yes, X is no. That's a much simpler way of explaining it than what I said. That's why chat's here. Sorry, I was reading something on my phone real quick. The door is now unlocked. Yeah, I know that they flip the buttons, but do they still use A as select? It's cool to skip on those. Yeah, it's like, if you want to play all the non-canon spin-offs and stuff, you could. They are there. But unless you're like hard dedicating to it the way I did, you don't have to play them by any means, no. Snake's Revenge is bad. Ghost Babel is good. Trying to think for like Metal Gear spin-offs, what's good, what's bad. Can I take legs off with this shotgun maybe? Oh, I can. Did that just kill him? I was just thinking, like, it would at least make him so much easier to run past if I shot his legs off, since this thing is so bad at hitting the head. But I'll be damned, that just took, like, he died in one shot to the leg. And yes, I got a rare achievement for that. An achievement has been acquired. We're cooking.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Come here, Rebecca. Reunited. Shit, there we go. Oh, I'm sitting here, I'm like, why did she have to go up there, though? Like, what was it that I had to send her up for? But it was literally just to unlock this door. I'm stupid. I was thinking, like, she didn't grab any items or anything on the way down, but the whole purpose of her going up there was to open up the door for me. If I need space, I'm gonna drop my handgun. I keep thinking about doing it, since I don't have pistol ammo for it. But if I don't need to, I don't need to. Oh, fuck me sideways. Oh, goddamn. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I hate them. I hate the bugs. They are awful. Rebecca, how much space you got? Because I saw a grenade launcher on that couch. Hear me out. Hear me out. Nice bit of stun lock. Yeah, welcome to RE0. The classic RE game. Whoa, Billy is with me. Billy is with me. Billy is with me. Whoa. I forgot a step in my head. I forgot to leave him behind. I was thinking about that. Billy! Oh my god, why are you facing that way? Billy! Okay, I'm fine. Okay, it's all fine. It's okay. It's okay. Billy nearly died and set me back like 20-30 minutes, but it's fine.
This way.
Okay.
You stay here.
Okay.
Stay. Rebecca, grab the grenade launcher. Equip the grenade launcher. God damn it, I'm still doing circle to select. Oh. Kill the bugs. Okay. We'll see you around, hot sauce. Have a good rest of your day. I saw a guy doing an RE marathon. Wait, what does this say? Depicts an aristocratic lady. The painter has accentuated her sense of nobility. No, I want the shotgun shells, please. Are they just doing mainline? Or are they doing everything? And even if they are just doing mainline, which I would assume for most people, are they doing originals and remakes or just remakes? Oh, this door is locked. Right here in the... Oh, it's a big blue door. Embossed with a water motif. All games playing dead aim right now. If he's doing all of them, a long time. More than 100 hours to do all of them. Unless it's like a speedrunner. Like, I'm assuming if it's just someone playing the games for the first time. Easily over 100 hours, but I don't know how many exactly. There's like 30 games, so to try to calculate it in my head would be too much.
Come on.
Roger.
Just dropping the grenade launcher for space. I have no space. Pick it up when I need it. Speedrun of all of them would probably still be over 100. Probably. There are 30 games. That's kind of the thing. It's not balanced. They must be balanced. We'll figure it out. But I have the good and evil statues. Probably 150 to 200. Yeah. Although it's hard to say, like, even when people say that they're playing every RE game, they tend to skip stuff. And, like, mind you, there are, like, 30 RE games, so it's not even, like, an intentional, like, clickbait thing. It's just some people have different criteria of, like, this is worthwhile, but this is not, even including spin-offs and stuff. So it's really hard to estimate. Does this crank just crank? Like, can I just crank this right now? Rewinding the chain, start the machine. Yeah, sure as shit. I can just crank it right now. Yeah, hold on. We're not doing that right now. Because that... Look, I have the insider knowledge. I've played this a few times. I know.
Okay.
That is the start of a boss fight. I know better. And this boss fight fucking sucks. Most of them in Zero do, actually. This one is no exception. Crank it right now? No. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. You've played this? How dare you? I have my insider knowledge. No way YouTube held I crank my hog. It did hold I crank my hog. I see it held. It did hold that. In fairness, I'm sure there are people who say that in a non-ironic way in certain people's streams. What happened to pretend that we know, or pretend that we don't know that you know? I forgot about that. Just go back to pretending that you don't know that I know. I'm just actually like, I'm saving the game purely by coincidence here, actually. You're right. You're right. I don't know. I don't have insider knowledge. I've never played this before. Yes, I did a review of the game. I didn't play it. I totally didn't. I pulled an IGN. It's what everyone does nowadays. IGN does it. Why can't I do it? Am I right? If IGN is allowed to review games without playing them, I should be able to review games without playing them too. It's only right. It's only right. .5 out of 10, too much evil. I don't remember what I gave 0 on the number score. I probably gave it something like a 7, genuinely. I think I actually did. Don't forget the IGN Cuphead interview. That wasn't IGN, that was Dean Takahashi, who is my favorite game journalist of all time. Because of shit like that. 7, it was probably like a low 7 or a high 6, but it was probably more like a low 7. 4 more point. RE0 is not a 3 out of 10. You're crazy. You're crazy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Three out of 10 only for the graphics. Okay, he's baiting me. He's baiting me. This is rage bait. I've concluded this is rage bait. Genuinely, how does someone who very clearly does not have anywhere near the coordination to play any video game become a game journalist? It's because people who get into games journalism, more often than not, are coming from a journalism background and not a gaming background. And even then, a lot of them like have an enjoyment for games, but it could genuinely be like, you know, I played some games on the NES when I was a kid, and now I'm a journalist and I'm just looking for a job. Like, the actual professional games journalism industry is a mess in so many ways because of shit like that. Not to mention, like, you know, outlets often don't have enough people on hand, like enough journalists on hand. Like IGN might not have enough reviewers on hand at a given time to cover everything that's coming out. So sometimes you get those reviews where, like, very clearly the person reviewing the game wasn't big on it, not because the game is bad, but just because, like, it's not their preference in games. Like, it's not their kind of game. This boss fight is so shit. I'm sorry. This is one of those things in RE0, I can never defend this game's boss fights. This fight is so shit. Literally just one of your characters gets captured. Other character has to try to kill the centipede that is not attacking you before it kills your partner character. It's literally just a DPS check in a survival horror resi game. Did I pass? Nope. Now I passed.
Rebecca! Are you all right?
Yes, thank you.
There we go. Well, I have no ammo, but we did secure a key. Facility key. Examine it. It's inscribed with a fire design. Fire key. The doors aren't marked on the map in this game. It's not a 3, but I'd probably give it like a 5. I don't like this game, but it's not a terrible game. Even a 5 is pretty low for 0, I feel like. Maybe I am the crazy one. What was I talking about? Oh, games journalism. I was pretty much done, actually. That one, Doom 2016 gameplay. Are we talking about Dean Takahashi still? Because that was Doom Eternal. That one is even better than the Cuphead one. Dean Takahashi's first time playing Doom Eternal, that footage is gold. Like actual liquid gold. That is so fucking funny. He's on like the second level of the game. I don't even know how he got that far. But he got up to the point of like the big platforming segment in the second level of Doom Eternal. And just could not do it. He just could not jump from one platform to another the way that the game requires. Like, it's literally the part of the game where they're trying to teach you just the basic platforming of Doom Eternal that it will then use later on, like within combat arenas and stuff throughout the game. And he couldn't do it. Like, Dean Takahashi just could not manage to execute those jumps from one platform to another. It's so good. He's constantly falling in the lava. It's so funny. Once again, platforming tutorial. What? Helicopter? Oh, another zombie. Let me try the legs again. Now, like, is this a consistent thing? There's another zombie in here. No shit, that zombie also just died. Am I learning, like, the secret Resident Evil 0 tech right now? Okay, he survived. I don't even know if I need to kill him. Come on, Billy, we're out. Oh, Billy's holding the key, isn't he? I might as well give it to Rebecca. She's the key item holder. Currently the only one with ammo. I'm actually, like, I'm learning now that the move for RE0 is to kneecap zombies with the hunting gun. It either flat out kills them or makes them so slow that they can't do anything. In one shot, consistently. I never realized that the hunting gun had that much use. I thought it was basically just like, you know, the super, super bad early game shotgun. There we go. Now I got fuel for the lighter. Is there anything else in here? It's a refrigerator. Door is broken. Doesn't seem like it. She can carry more because she has an extra secret lady pocket. This isn't a Kojima game, okay? Calm down. Rebecca doesn't talk about being able to hide things in more places than men. Oh, I was thinking of some guy playing 2016, but watching this Eternal footage, I think I was at least a little better than that. The Dean Takahashi Doom Eternal gameplay, I'm telling you, it's better than the Cuphead one. Like, genuinely, chat, if you've not seen his Doom Eternal footage, it's even better. It's even better. I think I also appreciate Zero's visuals a lot because, I mean, anyone who watched the Village video is probably sick of hearing me talk about it. But I love when the RE games use like a lot of gothic art design. Like classical gothic inspired shit. Zero uses a lot of it, so does Village. That's why Village looks so fucking good. Thank you for the sub. I still haven't fixed that thing in the bot where I can't see the names of people subscribing. At least you guys can see. I can't. 20 years ago was 2005, dog. That's not even that crazy anymore. No, this was 2002. 23 years ago for RE0. I hate that I can hear the bugs up above. There we go. Open Sesame? It didn't make a sense. Oh, there it is. I talked over it. It did. It clicked. Trust me, bro. It clicked. Ooh. Billy, you need to stay outside.
You stay here.
Yeah.
The Centurion ate up all of my ammo, dog. This is gonna suck. I have like one handgun mag. There's not more space back here. Bitch. What's up? Can't handle this ledge action? Tactical ledge action? What all is up here? The filing cabinet is in a state of total disarray, but there doesn't seem to be anything of interest. Oh, this seems to be of interest. Oh my god. Oh my god, where's False? Where is False for this? She's gonna love this. Chat, we need Billy. Rebecca is but a frail little woman, cannot shove a bookcase out of the way. Only a man could move this box. Fatal Frame 3 reference. That's 3, right? Yeah, that is 3. Only a man could move this box. Yes, it was. I was like, or was it 4? But no, it was 3. 4 was the one on the Wii that was never released over here until the remaster, like, recently. And then 5 was, like, the recent one. They took, like, a, what, 10-year gap? Book of Good. An elegantly bound book entitled Good. Seems unusually heavy for a book of its thickness. I mean, it's a pretty thick book. Oh, there's the reason. Who would have thought? In Resident Evil, a book with an item in it. Angel wings. If you have to play a MOBA game for your entire life, would you rather play League or Dota?
This way.
Roger.
If I have to play one for the rest of my life, I don't like MOBAs, to be clear. But if this was like the only game I could play for the rest of my life, I would play Dota over League. Fatal Frame 2 remake next year. Yeah, it looks like it's also more or less just going to be a remaster. But I guess we don't really, or I'm kind of out of the loop. I'm not keeping up with it too well. But from what I've seen, it seems like it's more just a remaster. But I don't know, because Fatal Frame 4's remaster did change quite a bit about the game. And was more of a remake. So it's hard to say. That's why we went out of our way when False was streaming the Fatal Frame games to like get a Japanese copy and translate it and all that. Get it working on mouse and keyboard for her. It's because they did change a lot with the remaster of 4. And everyone always says that the Wii version, the original version of 4, is the better one. So that's why we went out of our way to get her the original Wii version. Now it's too heavy. Classic Resident Evil bullshit. That door is barred by the knights. Isn't that other door in the back corner a fire key door? I think it was. Who's carrying the key right now? Is it Rebecca? Yes. I have Molotovs right now, so she doesn't need to be carrying around the fuel on top of that. Called Project Zero over here. Or at least it used to be. I think it might just be Fatal Frame now. Yeah, it's Fatal Frame is one of those fun instances where the series has a different name in every region. In Japan, the games are just called Zero. Like, not Project Zero. In Japan, they're just Zero. In the US, or I guess in the America region, it's called Fatal Frame. And in Europe, it's called Project Zero. All 3 regions have a different name for the franchise. It's not even like the typical, like, you know, Japan has one name and the Western releases have a different one, which is pretty common. All 3 regions have a different name. Can Rebecca push this? Oh, this is very light. So easily pushed. Oh, handgun ammo? Does Billy have space for that? Yes. Wait, I did drop his handgun? Okay, that's fine. He has a shotgun right now. He doesn't need to also carry around a handgun. I can just have Rebecca's gun on hand for that. Woman-sized? Exactly. Woman-sized table. Assistant Director's Diary, September 2nd. A useless bunch of trainees as always. Where does headquarters find these idiots? We did get a couple of decent ones though, so can't complain, I guess. William and Albert. They might have a future. September 25th. Scholar Will, Practical Al. They really are opposites. And they're always competitive in everything they do. There's something ruthless and cruel about them both. October 7th. Got a sudden call from the director. It was to tell me to encourage a rivalry between those two. It's the first time since this training facility was built that Director Marcus has ever shown interest in anything other than his research. Well, whatever. Orders are orders. I'm going to have them tearing at each other's throats. William Afton, you stop. That's William Birkin, damn it. And it's not like a plot twist. I haven't spoiled anything by saying that before someone's like, what? They literally showed them in a cutscene already. The two of them have already been present in the game. I don't need to be coy about it. Why am I doing this? I forget that they actually do just have this feature in the game where I can control the other character with the right thumbstick at any time. I always like go to flip between them when I just need to move one out of the way, forgetting that they did add a convenient little thing where I can control Rebecca literally whenever. Who saw that coming? There seems to be something here. Where the fuck? That's not a needle. That's a clock hand, obviously. There's a hole at the base. Where does that go? Oh, my shotgun isn't loaded. Okay, Rebecca. Because it's next to useless 99% of the time.
Come on.
But every once in a while, you can do something like that, where you can just shuffle them. And it's so nice. Where the fuck is the clock for this, though? Like, I know what this item is for. Is it with the bugs upstairs? Is it? Wait, do we still have the fire key? No. Okay, that was the last use of that key. You played Ball X Pit? No. Which one is Ball X Pit? Oh yes, the X is silent, of course. Which one is it? Which one is Ball Pit? Was there a clock? Maybe... Well, hold on. First, I want to see what the deal is with this door over here. Oh, that's also a clock door. Door is locked, but there doesn't seem to be a keyhole. There's a clock somewhere in the facility that you set to open the clock door, certainly. But I don't recall where that is. Hold on, real quick. Just load the grenades into that. Total War Warhammer 40K. Why didn't they name it Total Warhammer 40K? Seems like an obvious name to have given it. I think it's because they want to keep like the recognizability of the Total War franchise. Is it this clock? No. Honestly, I feel like they could have just done like Total War 40K. I feel like they didn't need to add the extra Warhammer in there. Like they could have even just done Total War 40K. Boom. Solved. Does it go on the door? Like, no, it can't go directly on the door. It has to be something in the facility. Total War 40K sounds great. It does. It's clean. Everyone knows that it's Warhammer 40K and it's the Total War franchise. I just hit my monitor. That scared the shit out of me. I do the talking with my hands a little too much. Where the fuck is this clock? Total War 40,000 just to trigger people. I have to test it. It doesn't just go right on. Oh, there's a leech man in this hallway. I don't want to go in here. I take it back. Get me out. So we are lost. Yeah, only for a second. I just didn't catch where this clock was. The front door shows as locked on. Oh, it's another one that's barred by swords. This hasn't happened in a while. No, not since like Code Veronica? Question mark. I think I got lost at one point in CV. Wait, does this guy have an item? No. The sink's faucet is rusty. Not even a single drop of water. Yeah, that's what we're worried about. The sink. That is what we're worried about. Not the dead body. The rotting corpse. No, the sink is what I was curious about. If I didn't, like, I feel like I got lost at some point playing CV, but I couldn't tell you when. So if not CV, I probably haven't gotten lost in one of these since like RE3. Or Survivor 2's dungeon mode, actually. Where the fuck is this clock? Thankfully, the facility isn't like too large. So I kind of can just do a quick run through here. What if it's in the room with the birds? Or in this room would be my other thought. If not in here, it's either going to be in the room with the birds, or it's going to be up top with the bugs. I think this game has the giant spiders from like RE1 and 2. And 3. They're in 3 as well, aren't they? I think this game has them, but not like a lot. Like if they are here, which I feel like I remember them being here, they're barely in this game. No, it's not in this room. All right, I have to bite the bullet and go check out the bug room. Is 40K not short for 40,000? It is.
Come on.
Roger.
But the reason that he says to trigger people is because like officially the franchise is 40K. I've been playing the Dreamcast version of RE2. It's pretty legit. Yeah, everyone says that the Dreamcast version is the best one. I'm a bit of an RE2 purist. Or just a PS1 RE purist, but you know.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
What fucking clock are we looking at, man? They're here, but only 1 or 2 rooms. Yeah. That sounds right. And I think they're pretty late in the game, too. Like, I feel like I remember where they are. And it's, like, more than halfway through. No, it's definitely not here. Bro, where the fuck is this clock? Oh, unless... It's this clock, isn't it? It is! Oh my god, okay. It's a solidly built clock. The minute hand needs to go right. No. Left. My bad. Wait, no. Wait, no. I'm confusing myself. Wait. No, the minute hand goes right. And the hour hand goes to 8. 8:15. There we go. Ow. Fucker. Is that a hot take, finding the RE1 OG Chris run to be better than Jill's? No. But I feel like the thing with RE1 Chris versus Jill is kind of that you have to be like pretty adapted to classic RE to be able to enjoy Chris's run, I feel. Like the classic advice of having new players start out as Jill definitely is classic advice for a reason. Because it's hard to enjoy Chris's run. Like, you have to be pretty used to the game. And even, like, not in the sense that you have to have RE1 memorized or anything, but more in the sense of, like, you have to be pretty familiar with how to manage your inventory well. And, like, just the mechanics of classic RE to really be able to enjoy Chris's run. At least I feel like.
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
Alright, we're getting a little spicy here. Leech Man, you have met your doom. Get the fuck out my hallway. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. Oh. Still good. Fucker. Yeah, these guys suck. I think it's the same for RE0. As like what I'm saying about RE1 right now. I think, like, genuinely, to be able to enjoy RE0, you have to be so, like, used to classic RE, and more like, you have to be really good at, like, the classic RE games.
Come on.
Roger.
To enjoy Zero. And even then, you have to go into it, like, I guess, prepared for a challenge, you know? You have to be ready for what you're getting into with Zero. Why is he so tanky? Because they're fucking bastards. They're tanky. Rebecca, you stay in the hallway for me. I hear at least 2 zombies. I feel like I heard 3.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
How do you feel about RE9 being 50-50 action horror? I think it will probably go well. Especially because it's not just like Grace's half will have... What a bitch. We'll have no action. Again, they put out an interview with Koshi Nakanishi like right after the Leon reveal. And what he was saying was Grace's half is going to play like Resident Evil 2 in terms of like pacing and like how much action there is. Like, I guess the balance of it, if you will. Fucking shit. At least it kills him. Whereas Leon is going to play more like RE4. Like, Leon is just going to be action. And he said RE4, but look, I don't want to jump the gun and assume, but
This way.
from just the little bits of Leon gameplay that they did show us, it looks more action heavy than 4. It looks like we're going more into like RE6 territory with Leon, but I don't want to jump the gun and assume that much. What's in there right now? Oh, yes. It's a picture of a room somewhere. It's the room upstairs, yes. Put that slide. Oh, I already put the first slide in. I'm dumb. That was with the first slide in it. Okay. I wonder if this is the start of a Grace saga. I don't know. Obviously, it's hard to tell, especially because they don't really plan the series that way, if that makes sense. Like with 7 and 8, right? With 7 and Village, they had initially concepted RE7 as being like a one-off. Like Ethan was going to be a one-off character. But then after the reception was so positive and the sales were so good, they scrapped the idea of moving to a different protagonist for Village and decided to keep Ethan for that game. But originally, when they started concepting Village before 7 even came out, we don't know who the protagonist was supposed to be, but we do know from interviews that it wasn't going to be Ethan until after 7's release. But they started work on Village, like, pre-production, like, half a year or so before 7 even came out. They started the planning stuff for Village. Oh, that's my other slide. I mean, if there's nothing else in here, we could probably just dip out. Leave that crawling guy. I'm buying the game day 1 now. Ooh, whoa. Whoa. Rebecca, please. Okay, yeah, stick with me. Jesus Christ. I'm still kind of confused why people think Grace is Rose. Genuinely. And this isn't like in a bad way either. People who think that Grace is Rose are genuinely people who just have not been, like, keeping up with the game or, like, digging into the game all that much. Because, yeah, like, Capcom has been very clear about who Grace is every step of the way. People think that she's Rose just because they haven't really been keeping in the loop all that much. A verse of poetry. The moon bows to the earth swears loyalty to the sun, and the great law of the sun governs all things. This itself is the keystone, the pointer to glory. All our hands cannot open the door to heaven. It cannot open the door to the heaven. Wasn't Rose actually a baby like 5 years ago? Yeah. But even that, like, that's from people not knowing that Village is supposed to, or sorry, not Village. That 9 is only going to take place in like 2028. I don't even remember the exact year. I think they said like 2028, 2027, something like that.
Roger.
But yeah, the Rose DLC from Village takes place like 10 years beyond when RE9 is going to take place. But if you're not really keeping up with like the drip feed of information on Requiem, it's easy to just miss that bit and be like, is this Rose? Could be Rose. Doesn't really look like her, but I haven't played Village in years, so, you know, maybe. Oh, wait. I wanna... Did I just see... Oh. Rebecca? Thank you. God bless the ability to control her with the other thumbstick. Okay. 0 through 9, and then the back is A through F. Left to right. Front to back. Don't carry out, it says in big red letters. Yoink. Microfilm image. An image resulting from overlaying microfilms A and B. Numbers appear on the seats of the conference room. Do not remove or whatever it said. Just immediate yoink. I've seen a lot of negativity on Grace, just like already. And it really is one of those things outside of like the Resident Evil fandom is literally memed as being impossible to please, right? Like you can do literally anything. RE fans will be pissed off at whatever you do. Everyone knows the RE fandom for that. But between the marketing material for Requiem and like the fan reactions that I've seen to it, and then doing the retrospective especially, like more than anything, doing the retrospective has made me realize how impossible to please the RE fandom actually is. Like, every single game I've ever talked about in this series, without exception, I'll see a bunch of people saying like, this is the worst game, they never should have even made this game, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking when they made this game, alongside people being like, this is my favorite game ever, this is the greatest game of all time, for like every single entry in the series. The RE fandom, I think partially because they've done so many different things over the years, so people like have their preference even just within the RE series. Bro, the RE fandom doesn't know what it wants. Like across the board as a whole, like every individual person knows what they want, but holy shit. Which game in the series does the fandom collectively agree it's the best RE game ever? There really isn't one, but I would say if there is one game out of the whole franchise that probably has the least negativity surrounding it, it's probably the original Resident Evil 2. Like, that is probably the game with the least negativity from the fandom that I've seen out of any of them. But even then, it's kind of hard to say because there is still some. I would say the original RE2 probably is the most. 4, you would think. I think, here's the thing with RE4. RE4 is seen pretty universally as like one of the best video games ever by the general like gaming community. But within the Resident Evil community, there are a ton of Resident Evil fans who hate 4 because of how much it shifted away from what Resident Evil was and how that like became the direction going forward up until after 6 came out. Like, there's a lot of vitriol for 4 within the Resi community just because of that. Like, people won't even really be attacking 4 directly, but more so the precedent that it set for the series for like almost 15 years after it came out. I would assume the people who don't like the original RE2 are people who don't fuck with PS1 graphics and, in quotes, outdated gameplay. There's a lot of that, like, just in general. But then there's also, with RE2 original, there is a small group within the Resi fandom who feels that RE2 is a step back from RE1 because it's more linear and more story heavy, and they appreciated like the more branching design and less linear nature of RE1 compared to 2. I've seen a lot of that as well in terms of like the original RE2 and why some people aren't huge on it within the fandom. But even that, like, these these are the oddball cases where, like, I didn't even know opinions like this existed until doing the retrospective. Because, like, I learned so much about every gaming community when I do these series, because genuinely, like, everyone's opinions on every game in the series, when I start doing these videos, get, like, sent directly to me in, like, a flood of just, like, everyone in the community commenting what they think about this game, that game, whatever. So, like, every community, I get, like, a generally good feel, but then also so many oddball opinions that I would never know existed prior. Favorite gaming community? My favorite gaming community died a long time ago. My favorite currently? I don't know. Like, I really don't. Shouldn't original RE3 be the least hated game in the series, according to what you're saying? RE3 is a weird one, the original RE3. Because the original RE3 was not super well liked within the community until after the 3 remake came out. Which, like, I know sounds so fucking weird, but it was one of those situations where the remake came out and it made everyone appreciate the original way more than they did before. I would say prior to the RE3 remake coming out, 3 was definitely, like, the least talked about and the least, like, enjoyed of the original trilogy generally within the community. But post RE3 remake, it's become much more appreciated, and you find a lot of people now saying that the original RE3 is their favorite Resident Evil game ever. So it had a pretty big flip after the release of 3 remake. Like, the general sentiment around RE3. And it wasn't ever that, like, people disliked RE3 prior. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, there was kind of the least discussion and least, like, outward positivity towards it out of the original PS1 trilogy. But then after the remake came out, it made a lot of people appreciate the original more. To the point where it's a really common opinion nowadays to hear people say that the original RE3 is their favorite RE game. Like, you see it all over the place now. Whereas, like, dude, let me tell you, prior to 2021, you very rarely saw that opinion. Like, that was the oddball opinion prior to, like, 2021. Most communities end up getting so toxic. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Out of the review series communities, it's really... like, the 5 series that I've done reviews of, I would say the best communities, like, purely just how they enjoy the game and how they talk about the game, I would actually say the best community of the 5 series I've done, like this full retrospective shit on, the best one is definitely Armored Core. In terms of, like, the community and how they conduct themselves, and, like, this is maybe a personal thing, but I think the Armored Core community, out of the 5 series that I've played, have the most, like, clear, observable love for the game out of any of the 5. And that's coming from you saying, like, most communities end up getting toxic. I think the Armored Core community is the least toxic. There's a very small group within the Armored Core community who are toxic, but it's, out of the 5 series I've done, it's the smallest group. Like, the least people within the community are toxic about the game like that. I would say kind of, like, in the middle, like a noticeable step down from Armored Core, but still, like, pretty good. Well, all of them are pretty good, but I would say still, like, good, like, noticeably positive, good communities I would say Ace Combat and Yakuza would be the two that I put in the middle. But I want to put an asterisk on the Yakuza community right now. Because the Yakuza community, like literally right now, within the last 2 or 3 months, there's been a very sudden shift in the Yakuza community towards them being much more toxic towards the game and the developers of the game. And granted that a lot of that is because RGG's recent decisions, but I'm putting an asterisk on it because the Yakuza community was great in terms of like how they love the game and have like healthy discussion about the games and all that. But it seems to be on a very strong downward cycle right now. So that one, I don't know. I would put it in the middle, but maybe not for much longer. And then I would put Metal Gear and Resident Evil in a category of like, they are great gaming communities, but they have a noticeably larger amount of community members who are just very toxic and who are not interested in like actual discussion about the games and like what's good about this, what's maybe not so good, stuff like that. And they're more just interested in like yelling at you that this game is good, this game is not. That's it. If you disagree, you're fucking stupid. You just don't get it. Like those two, I still really like both communities, both Metal Gear and Resi. But I would say compared to the other retrospectives I've done, the fandoms for those two are generally less open to having a discussion about the game and are much more interested in just having their own opinions validated. And if you don't do that, they get very upset very quickly. If that makes sense. Do Kirby, please. I want to see Tibby eat a worm. A Kirby retrospective would be great. Please enter the passcode. 0A. Oh. Even after all that yap? That was a crazy yap. I still remember. Hold on, I got this. Ready? This is 0. Right up front here. Whoop. Oh, we have to like separate the characters.
I'll go check over
and
there.
yeah, hold on.
Okay.
And this is A. Oh, it went off. I heard it. 0. A. Oh, shit. I'm playing one-handed. Haha! I think you should do Halo. Man, people do not talk about a series that I know a lot about and that I'm very passionate about, but that doing like long form analysis of with my opinions on it, man, I don't know about that. You planning another retrospective series or waiting until you're done with RE and Yakuza first? Both. I'm planning another. I have a plan in my head already. But obviously, like, the poll is gauging interest, so that can change the plan just depending on, like, maybe what I'm planning right now based on what I've pulled so far won't still be what I want to do based on polling results, like, by the time I finish Resi and Yakuza, right? Like, fully finish them. The results could swing another way or whatever. Are the results of the poll public? I don't remember if I made them public or not. Who here has voted? Oh, what's winning the poll? Okay, they're not public. Good. They're not supposed to be, and it's not because I don't want people to know, but it's more so because I don't want people to just be like, oh, I'm trying to phrase it. I don't want two things in terms of like me not making them easily public, easily available. I don't want people to like vote for something and then go look and be like really excited about it and then see that they are like the only vote on this game. Because there are some games on those polls that like, bro, they are so far at the bottom compared to others that it's honestly hard to believe. There's always some whenever I do these massive polls like this. But then I also, like, don't want people to look at the top of the poll and be like, oh, this is the winner right now? Like, that's what's next. Because that's not necessarily what we do with the poll results. Like, Command and Conquer. I can look and I can leak one. Real quick. Hold on. I can take a quick peek at the bottom and tell you, like... Oh, yeah, here's one that's not gonna surprise anyone, right? Skycrawler's Innocent Aces has 4 votes. Probably the only 4 people who did the poll and even know what that game is are the people who voted for it. Sort of thing, right? But, like... I guess, one that you might not expect as much would be like Days Gone. So far, let me also put out there, the poll so far has 2,100 votes. It has over 2,100 votes. So already there's a great sample size on this. And this poll is going to keep running for a long time still. But so far, a really good sample size. 2,100 votes plus. Days Gone has 6 votes. Like, some games, genuinely, there's just no interest whenever we run these. Genuinely. Some games are just genuinely, like, no one gives a shit. I'm kind of looking beyond, like, the top 20 right now, where I haven't, like, everything that fell in the middle. Where the fuck is Kirby? Can I just not read? Like, am I? Oh. Tibby, I don't think you're gonna be eating a worm. I would tell you, in terms of worm eating risk, you're probably pretty safe. I think you're safe. Damn. How many votes? Who can say, really? Who really knows? There's nothing out here. At least tell me Final Fantasy has a chance. You know... I would tell you that, but currently, off the 2,100 votes we have so far, there doesn't seem to be that much interest in it right now. That would be a lie. Just like Tess. No one will stop you from eating a worm. If you want to, like, you could. That's true. But in terms of, like, will you have to? No, you're good. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's weirdly laid out. Okay, I see. I was like, shouldn't there be a door there? Doesn't Final Fantasy have, like, 100 games? Final Fantasy would be a very weird one in terms of, like, how the fuck do I approach that? You know? How do I bite that one off? Because even just doing, like... False helped me out with, like, estimating it. even if we only did like the mainline games and then the direct follow-ups, like how there's shit like 10-2, where like it's literally a direct sequel to one of the main numbered games. Even just doing that, I think there's like 30 to 40 of those alone. Like not even including all the spin-offs, like Final Fantasy Tactics isn't even included in that number, for example. Like there are so many Final Fantasy games. Doesn't mean you'll do the most voted games. No. It's to gauge like how much interest there is in literally anything that I have ever considered doing, is what that poll is. Like you're like, holy shit, this is a massive poll. It's just to gauge interest in anything I've ever even so much as considered. It's like a dipstick check, basically. Of just all games. When some have like 3 games. Yeah, like if there's one that has like a good amount of interest and I'm really keen on the idea of it, even if it's only like a top 10-ish, like it's not even near the top, it might be like number 9. If I really want to do it and there's only like 3 games, so it would take me like less than a month to bang out all of them, it just is like a smaller project, I might very well just do it. Simply because I want to, you know? Do you have a VR headset? I do. I'm not a big VR fan, but I do have one. Although I would probably upgrade my VR headset if I was ever going to cover VR stuff. Because mine is from like 2020 now. And even in 2020, it wasn't the best. Would be diabolical to 100%. Yeah, that would just be endless. That would never stop. What do you feel about Assassin's Creed? It's a lot of Assassin's Creed. It's a lot. Any Ubisoft game is kind of like that, where I'm like, ooh. Oh. Not all. Like Splinter Cell, less so. Splinter Cell, I could do that. I guess like any open world Ubisoft game, like Assassin's Creed or like Far Cry or something like that, I'm just like, man, that's a lot of like doing the same thing for months at a time. You know, that, ooh. Ooh. I pray there is no interest in Assassin's Creed. I will say that like the top 10 right now are weird as shit. Like, even considering not everything in the top 10 is like shocking. The number 1 spot, considering that so far I've only polled on Resident Evil videos, the number 1 right now is exactly what I would have thought it would be. Like, I talked to False about what I assumed the results would be a while ago. It's exactly what I thought would be number 1. But then, like, number 2 and beyond are just complete, like, I have no idea how the results have swung that way so far. Because it's not even just, like, 1 or 2 weird ones. It's, like, literally, number 1 is exactly what you would think. I'm not going to say it directly. But, like, out of all the options, it's exactly what you would think. But then, like, numbers 2 through 10 are just the weirdest assortment of games. Like, you would just not... Based off of, like, Resi being the polling source, you would just... I mean, I've sat there and looked at it and been like, really? What? Some of them kind of make sense if I think about it. But like, I have to think about it. It's not clearly obvious beyond the number one vote right now. Like, all of them are weird. When did the poll results go public? Fully public? I've never fully published them. I could. I've just never done that before with these polls. That's what happens when you make a multi-genre poll. Well, yeah, but even then, like, this is not the first time that's happened either. The poll results almost always are weird as fuck. Like, just not what you would think. Because even though, like, you kind of expect certain things to be higher or lower based on the audience you're polling, I swear, like, it really does more often than not feel like it's just general interest that's slightly swayed by the audience that you're polling, but not even as much as you would think. First investigation unit notes. We are searching the facilities, and it looks like a lot of the chemicals survived. Fortunately, the storage tanks are still all full. We have just started, and there's a lot we don't know, but it appears that the chemicals can be mixed to produce new substances. The chemicals are scattered all about, not because of the accident, more a result of plain mismanagement. When we reopen the facilities, we will have to develop a system for dealing with these chemicals. Something is scrawled on the back of the note. Red plus blue equals sulfuric acid. Green plus red equals stripping agent. That seems like it might be important. Yeah, I don't have like a container for chemicals. The poll is for his research, so it doesn't make sense to make it public because it might create false expectations. Bingo. You hit the nail on the head. That's why I was like, I hope I don't have the results set to be public. But I don't remember. That's why I was saying I hope that they're not public. Okay. The game appears to have ended in checkmate. That it does. That does match what's in the room right now. Wait, does it? Yes? Oh my god. Hold on, I'm a little slow. Wait. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, fuck me. Is Rebecca going to stay in there? This is why I got blue herbs. Yep, that's why we got blue herbs. Change that to you. Oops.
I'll go.
Okay.
Let Rebecca handle this. Wait, she might not be able to push the pieces, actually. Chole has some crossover viewers with false. I need to think real hard about how I say this. I do have some crossover with False, viewership-wise, as does she with me. However, it is not much. I feel like a politician right now. I feel like I'm about to spark global conflict if I say a word wrong. It's not much, and my sample size is considerably larger. So the crossover that is there does not affect much, even though it is there. It is not enough to actually sway things. Okay, we're good. I think. Book of Evil. There's something more here. Marcus's Diary 1. December 4th. We finally did it. The new virus. We have called it the Progenitor. I want to carry it back and start detailed investigations immediately. March 23rd. Spencer says he's going to start a company. Well, I don't care, as long as I can continue my research into Progenitor. He can do what he likes. August 19th. Spencer keeps asking me to be the director of his new training facility. Maybe it's because of the business, but he's becoming intolerably pushy. But maybe I can turn this to my advantage. I need a special facility to properly explore all this virus's secrets. A place where no one will get in the way. November 30th. Damn that Spencer. He came to complain to me again today. He thinks of Progenitor as nothing more than a money-spinning tool. Fool! But if his influence continues to grow, it can only be bad for my research. If I'm to properly develop Progenitor, I must strengthen my own position too. September 19th. At last. I've discovered a way to build a new virus type with Progenitor as a base. Mixing it with leech DNA was the breakthrough I needed. I call this new virus T for Tyrant. October 23rd. It's no good. I can't hope for real progress experimenting on mere rodents. Only humans can be a proper mammalian subject for the experiments. Otherwise, I'll never make any real progress. November 15th. Someone seems to suspect something about my experiments, but perhaps it's just my imagination. Well,
Now is not the time!
it's really not. Well, if anyone does get too close, they may find themselves unexpectedly assisting in my research. January 13th. At last, they are ready. My wonderful leeches. Those of low intelligence. They will never have the privilege of tasting this sense of joy and satisfaction. Now, finally, I can move against Spencer. Soon I will control everything. Who is getting banned? Who is it? January 31st. The devices I set to protect my work have been disturbed. It appears someone came looking for the tea and the leeches. Fool. No doubt the work of Spencer's group. February 11th. This is a lot of journal. Today, I again found evidence of tampering around the entrance to the labs. If that is what they are after, I must find a suitable way to deal with them. Perhaps I should have William and Albert smoke out the pests. Those two are the only ones I trust, apart from my beloved leeches, of course. But Spencer, it wouldn't end there, would it? I will announce tea at the next directors' meeting and collect my just rewards. Too much leech, not enough spider. Agreed. What was this book? An elegantly bound book entitled Evil. It seems unusually heavy for a book of its thickness. A wing. A wing. Nope. Oh, okay. The audience is kind of different. I think because there's a contrast between us. People watch Chole's streams and videos for a separate reason. Same goes with False. Is this carefully worded?
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Look, man. Put less elegantly. There is crossover between False and I. However, my poll size so far is 2,100, right? That's a very wide net. Actually, I'm gonna stop. I retract my statement. You found the residence evil? Isn't her chat freaky as fuck? I mean, chat takes after the streamer, right? That is what they say. What? There. $2,100 people or votes? It's people. Votes, it's a lot. I just look at users because since it does count each individual vote, I always look at the users. All right. Let me save my game. This seems like a good time for no reason in particular. Don't I have a red herb here somewhere in the hall? Oh, that one is still double. I swear I do. Aha. My eyes feel dry. Thank God we don't have any freaks here. True. Thank God. No freaks in this chat. None here, officer. All right. Into the secret passage we go. I don't know. I think the training facility is a good area. I feel like this is a solid resi area. Ah, there are the spiders. I don't remember them being here. But yes, the spiders. Oh. Neither of us are poisoned somehow.
Let's split up.
Okay.
There was an item. I need it. Oh my God. Wait, what? Did I imagine an item? What? 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 There wasn't an item? I'm crazy. Spider ate it? Of course. They do that. That must be it, actually. I would never just imagine that I saw an item in there. Correctional Institute inmates list. Matthews K, deceased, disposal complete. Midge D, deceased, disposal complete. Keith W, preserved as specimen. Savage C, transported to research facilities. Royce M, transported to research facilities. David A, preserved as specimen. Clark A, transported to research facilities. Ellens J, transported to research facilities. Terrence O, deceased, disposal complete. Kate A, transported to Arclay Laboratory. Gary O, deceased, disposal complete. Scott S, transported to research facilities. Michael F, transported to research facilities. Carrie T, transported to Arclay Laboratory. Roberts A, transported to research facilities. Transported individuals to be deleted from the records. Gary? That says Gary? What do you want from me? Oh, ink ribbon's down here. I didn't even have to save. Should I play RE1 Remake after CV or 0? After CV. It's like Jerry, but with a G. Really? I've never seen it with a G. We need the answer. Oh, who's the freakiest viewer you've had except for that girl that used to watch you and Wig? So who's the freakiest viewer that I've ever had aside from the 2 freakiest viewers that I've ever had? You can't reach it by yourself? God damn it. All right, Rebecca. Yes, sir. Tibby. Rebecca could probably reach it if she stood on Billy's shoulders. Give her a boost.
I'm almost there.
I'm glad I could be of service. Time to go inside.
Why can't Billy stand on Rebecca's shoulders? Hmm? Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. No. The torture room. Power supply control panel. Looks like it controls the electric voltage. Let me check the room out first. Hold on. Who's the freakiest of them all? Oh, about the power regulator. Due to the recent lightning strike, the power regulator continues to be inoperative. It wouldn't really matter about the power, except for the fact that the boiler room equipment is on the same grid. The equipment is so run down, I'll probably have to have it fixed up all the time. If you wish to exit rapidly, if you wish to exit, comma, or rapidly, I don't know. I don't know where the comma is supposed to be, but there should be a comma in that sense. Set the indicator to 70. Check first, though, that everything is connected to the chain. Oops. Is this door like one that I have to unlock? Oh, it's just locked. Okay. Well, all right then. Set it to 70 to exit rapidly. Oh. Okay, it's like half of what they're reading. I think I fucked this up. Yeah, math puzzle. Okay, if they're about half of what they actually say, there's a 30, 20, I'll say 40 on that one. I don't know for sure on that one. A 10 and a 50. Math puzzle, but it's additive and subtractive. So it's gotta at least be that up. That puts me at 30. That would put me at 50. Oh, God. Why math puzzle? Why are we doing this? I went over last time. Wait, that might be perfect. That is perfect. All right, I don't need you to do math. I got it. Fuck your math puzzle. We guess with our gut. We estimate. Thankfully, I was always a mental math guy anyway. My teachers always got pissed at me for not writing my work down.
I have already claimed this place for myself, which means you are trespassing. And I am very territorial.
Oh. It is that time already, isn't it? Everyone always says that Zero goes to shit as soon as you get off the train. I disagree. This is where Zero goes to shit. We're already here.
It just doesn't make sense. Do you honestly believe this to be the real identity of that crazy young man? Impossible. But if somehow it is true, then Umbrella will be finished.
If the old conspiracy against Dr. Marcus is revealed, Mr. Spencer's career will be over. Not to mention ours, too. So, the time has come at last.
What are you going to do?
I will simply say goodbye to Umbrella. The biological weapon utilizing the T-virus has almost been completed. Our only remaining task is to acquire combat data.
You can't be serious. I refuse to abandon my work. I have finished the research on the T-virus, but I need a little more time to complete the more powerful G-virus.
Do as you wish. I will follow my initial plan and lure the S.T.A.R.S members into the mansion. Their superior combat training should make them perfect test subjects.
Fine. In the meantime, something must be done about that madman. As I recall, URC is equipped with a self-destruct device in the basement. I'll find it, set it off, and annihilate the place to nothing more than a mass of rubble.
That is DC Douglas.
I can't. Hold on. Oh.
I got it. Hold on. I'm on my way. Monkey. Voice, yeah, he did voice Wesker in one remake. I think remake was his first time playing Wesker. And then he played Wesker in pretty much every other game after. Pretty much. Like, including spin-offs and stuff. He almost always is Wesker beyond one remake. Fuck. Bro, I found the strat. I was gonna say, there's no way they're all dead. All but one of them, though. Just had to group them up. Oh. Gotta save her before it's too late. Oh, that's what I'm here to do. You can see her down below. She... Oh no. This is... Why are there 3 monkeys in here then? What the fuck? Oh shit. He might have been in CV actually. I think he was in CV. Where the fuck am I going if not there? Hello? Oh, there's no map for B2. Is that the boiler room? It must be past the boiler room. There were 2 electric doors. I don't remember where the other one was, and then the boiler shut off. Working on it. Now he wakes up. The 3 monkeys in the room is so fucked up. Not just because I used 3 shotgun shells on them, like I'm kind of pissed about that, but because there's literally nothing else in that room. It's just there to kill you, or sorry, they are just there to kill you if you go to the wrong room. That's so fucked up. Oh. Is this the right door? I hope so. No, I'm going down to B3. Go back. Shit. Oh. It's not him here or in 1 or CV? Wait, what was his first game as Wesker? I thought it was Remake. Well, then CV threw me for a loop. I'm like, maybe it is CV. Got that grip level 3.
Rebecca.
She's small.
Hang on. I'll pull you up.
Was his first game Umbrella Chronicles? Is that right?
Thank you.
No
What
mention
about
it.
4?
Just keeping my word. We promised to cooperate with each other. Remember?
This is Rebecca, over.
Rebecca, this is Enrico. Have you managed to locate Cohen yet? Over. Rebecca, answer me.
No, sir. I have not found him yet. I'll continue to search for him, over.
Rebecca,
My first mission, and I've already disobeyed orders. So much for my great law enforcement career. Oh well, I probably won't live long enough to worry about it. Billy, I just need to know. I need to know the truth. Did you kill 23 people? I'm not going to judge you. I just want to know the truth.
it was around this time last year. Our unit was ordered to Africa to intervene in a civil war. Our mission was to raid a hideout of some guerrilla forces located deep inside the jungle. But the hideout was far away from our entry point. Some died from the heat. Others were killed by the enemy.
23 specifically.
Only 4 of us survived. Only there was no guerrilla hideout.
What do you mean?
The idiots in charge had us operating based on wrong information. But we couldn't just go back home empty-handed, oh no. Our leader ordered us to attack an innocent village. Get rid of them! Kill them all! Please, sir! Ceasefire immediately! Shut up! Ugh. Do it! No! Don't stop!
So did you execute those innocent people?
Forget about it. Doesn't matter anymore. That was then, this is now. Besides, you said you wouldn't judge me.
I'm not judging you, but it does matter. Look, now my people think you killed those MPs in the van, but I don't think you did. It was those zombie dogs, right? When they attacked the van, you were able to escape. Isn't that right?
You don't get it. I've only got 2 choices left. Either report to the Marines and serve out my sentence, or keep on running for as long as I can. That's all.
Oh, okay. You could just say he didn't. I don't know why he doesn't. Other than for the sake of conflict. I have no idea why he doesn't just say he didn't. But no, I don't find the inventory management in Zero to be that bad. Because honestly, the key to it is just to treat it as one inventory instead of 2. Like, when you start acting like it's just one 12-slot inventory rather than 2 6 slots, it's so much easier to manage. Are the monkeys still out here? That answers that. Rebecca, stay in here. That answers my question.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
Chronicles games, RE5, MVC3, Mercs 3D, Rev 2, RE0, HD Remaster. Wait. Did they change his voice actor for the HD editions? What's the source on this one? This different list from what was on the wiki. Also, I'm confused on Zero and Remake. Oh, you found it on the RE wiki. That's not confusing. She's a little low, but we just saved. Holy fuck. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Okay. They call him No Ammo Billy. Because there's no fucking ammo.
Come on.
Roger.
Actually, I might as well play as Rebecca. She has the ammo right now. These monkeys are so annoying. Another reason to hate Zero. The monkeys are one of the worst enemies in this game. It's the monkeys and the Leechmen that are just awful in this game, both of them. The frogs too. The frogs aren't bad, but the frogs are only not bad because they are so easily killed. If they weren't, they would be awful. The censor Frieza? It's not censoring Frieza. It's censoring something else, because Frieza is going through just fine. Oh, my bad. This one needs to get banned? Mikkel? Oh, you're saying Mikkel needs to ban someone. I got it. Holy shit, you're right here. Next 100% video is coming out. Do you just mean the retrospective? It's saying his first time voicing Wesker was in Umbrella Chronicles. Really? I thought it was remake. Whoever's voicing him in Remake and Zero sounds just like him, is the crazy part. You know, maybe this should be a one-man adventure down here. Spiders, monkeys, this should be one at a time.
You stay here.
Yeah.
Mikkel needs to ban himself? No. All I typed was Frieza, because Frieza would say that. You're right, Frieza would say that. What is Wesker's report? Oh my god. Bro, the damage is so weirdly inconsistent in this game. Handgun ammo. Handgun ammo. Handgun ammo. Mods. Take his balls. Been loving your reviews. I'm glad you enjoy them. Thank you. Mikkel, please. Someone needs to stop it. I just got the nicest back crack out of just such a small twist. That was great. It's a mockumentary produced by Capcom to provide some backstory for the events of the was offered with releases of CVX. Okay. At least she has full health again. But Jesus Christ. Were included as unlockables in the Japanese version of the Resident Evil HD remaster.
Let's go!
Okay.
Why not in my version of the HD remaster? The fuck? Capcom? God, look at these backgrounds, though. Again, I've run through here so many times today, but seriously, look at them. Flames rage in front of you. The fire shows no signs of relenting. Which version are you using? The American version. Did I not have more fuel down here? I didn't, because I had moved it earlier. God, we need to get some glass bottles in here, man. Oh, these shells for Billy. Holy shit, I forgot. I can play as Billy again. There we go. Eagle screech.
Suno, mono, ultramatic, chromoscopic, silicovo, volcanico, consiosis.
She's really good at reading, you guys. She's really good at her reading skills are up there. She's getting closer. She gets better every time. I've been playing with fire today. I don't know if she can hear me or not. She had plans this afternoon while I was streaming, but I don't know exactly when. So this whole stream, I have not known if she can hear me or not when I start firing shots at her. Made my furniture float. Yeah, that's what that one does. She's listening and judging. No, she had plans to play some games with people this afternoon, but I don't know exactly when. So, playing with fire. Hello? What's down this way? Be warned, I have a shotgun. Oh, fuck me. Ow! She's not gonna make it through the door. They fucking sniped her ass. Oh my god. Yep, she's still in the hallway. Ah, she's poisoned. Alright, I have to go get her that blue herb. Hold on. Billy, just wait in there. That was a crazy shot from that spider. That was fucking American sniper shit. He was way at the end of the hall. That was good. Got another joke? You know I'm here, right? You realize ban him, please. I'm gonna grab this. I don't know. I don't know if I'll need inventory space where we're going or not. It can wait. You wouldn't ban me. I have before. I will again. What was the deal with this? I know this is a puzzle. I don't know if I can do it now or not. The strong prey upon the weaker, the law of the jungle. Oh god. Capturing a legless prey. I can probably do this puzzle right now. Hold on. Billy has lighter fluid. This is the last one. We're gonna judge it off of whether it's good or not. That will decide your fate. I'll hold it to a clan vote. Chat will vote on whether it's good enough to stay or not. Thank you for the sub. Okay. So the strong prey upon the weak. Does that mean we're starting like at the top? I am the king of all I survey. No creature can escape my grasp. And then from what's here? Bring down even the greatest horned beast. Where does the horse fit in? The fuck? No amount of cunning can match the speed of my supple limbs. Is the horse first? You would go above the wolf. Wolf. Be above the stag. Question mark. And then eagle. And then snake. Creep up on my victims in legless silence and conquer even the mightiest kings with my poison. Eagle. Snake. Jaguar, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know, to be honest with you. Horse. Wolf. Stag. Deer. Stand tall on the earth with horns proudly displayed. Yeah, as in, he gets fucked by whatever goes after him. What is the starting point here then? The strong prey upon the weaker. Okay. The law of the jungle. Where would my starting point be then? I feel like it would be the eagle. Because if the snake can take down the king of beasts, that's referring to this. Am I putting the horse in the wrong spot? Is the horse above him? Hold on. I'm gonna stay with the eagle to start. Uh-huh. Well, the horse doesn't prey upon anything, though. But according to the plaques, it outscales even the fastest, the most cunning. But then this says no creature. Oh my god, wait. So do I start here? Hold on, hold on. Jaguar. Eagle. And the snake can bring down anything. Am I just misunderstanding how to input this? Is this supposed to start with the stag and then be the animal that preys upon it? Because I'm going like with the prompt literally strong to weak. Let me try that. Let me start with the deer. And then, what the fuck? My D-pad just was not inputting right. Fucking Xbox D-pad. I complain about it for a reason. Wolf. The horse outruns the wolf, I think. But it cannot outrun the mighty jaguar. But then the snake can sneak up on the jaguar. But the eagle catches the snake. Aha! That was the... You're supposed to go from weakest to strongest. Like, weakest and then everything that preys on it. Still probably going to leave them split up. I feel like it's just a safer bet. I was just doing it backwards the whole time, but I had the right idea. No threat? No direct threat in here? Shit. It's a nice change. The Unity tablet. Grab these for Rebecca. We voted to ban Hazriel. Okay, hold on. Where is it? I like this on screen chat because you guys can see me doing this shit too. Where is it? This is the last one. Farmer A sells apples. Farmer B sells bananas. What does Farmer C sell? Drugs? Pharmacy? I don't get it. It just... Is it like an anti-joke where the punchline is that it doesn't actually add up the way that you think it does? Or am I stupid? Farmer C... Oh... That was fun, right? It was good. Wait, it just reset on me. It was good. No, it wasn't. Ban. For that, you'll get another joke, but not today. Streaming on Christmas Day? I don't know, but I think so. I just don't know for certain yet. When in doubt, ban. The people definitely seem... That's as bad as the ones I get banned for. There's more of a split on this one and less of a consensus. Just a short time in the corner shall do this time. That pun was also bad, but not as offensive as some. Makes a point. Oh, hello. Oh, damn. I was gonna see if maybe I could take off both their legs. Ah! Oh no, get up. Whoa, there's another one over there. Oh no, it's the one laying down. He's still alive. Alright, I think they're both still alive, but they're just gonna fake dead, so works for me. Management trainee's diary. What is it that Director Marcus is researching all the time? And what's with his weird interest in leeches? Interest? Seems more like love at times. Okay, Capcom. After Survivor 2, I'm seeing this very differently. Rumor has it that there's something dangerous about those leeches. Is it true that when Dennis just touched one, he got ill with a fever? That's supposed to be a question mark. Again today, there were those horrible moans beyond that door. Let sleeping dogs. No way I'll go near them. Even if the director ordered me, I don't want to end up like Dennis. That poor bastard. Scratching and scratching makes me itch just watching him. Just watching him. Must maybe go if can, but whoa. Dennis gone, I go hungry. Help, Mom. What's in here? A wooden box inside are various gadgets and gizmos, none of which are helpful, Billy. Hello? What do you mean? Just, oh yeah, there's a bunch of cool shit in here. Is there no item in here other than that note? Can't be serious. Personal items, but nothing particularly useful. Really? There's nothing. Oh, Capcom. How you troll me. Just the implied leech relations, I guess. I don't want to think about that after Survivor 2. I know that someone at Capcom was real into weird shit like that now. After that one note in Survivor 2 that I will never forget. Oh, hold on. First of all, Rebecca, you get those. Second of all, we actually...
Let's regroup.
Okay.
I forgot I got that tablet. We can go on a short adventure here. Every Hazriel joke should be voted on. I think every pun would be a good rule. You know what, Rebecca? Just munch it. There are so many green herbs around right now. Just let her eat it. This is not fair. This is fair. Puns are a banishable offense. What about the awful 6-7 jokes? Brain rot? Mikkel likes to ban for brain rot. I don't have a rule against it. I punish for puns. Mikkel will go after you for brain rot, but that's... We'll see. We'll see. Rebecca. More Molotovs just in case. Always good to have. You prefer brain rot over my puns? I prefer brain rot over puns. I do. I fucking hate puns. Doesn't Mikkel also say 6-7 jokes? Does he? I don't feel like I've seen him say them.
Let's split up.
Okay.
That's so many of them. What am I listening to? Oh my god. That's at least 4 of them. I saw 4. Handgun ammo. It's good. No other items down here. There's a message carved into the control panel. The 3 fundamental principles of the Umbrella Corporation. We just do a little Unity. Boom. Unity tablet acquired. All right. We're cooking now. The door is locked, but there doesn't seem to be a keyhole. Perhaps an overcomplicated mechanism, as is the Umbrella way. I thought the engine was in-house. God damn it. Mikkel banned me for saying something would take 6 to 7 hours. That's good, though. That's funny. He just immediately was like, nope, no, no. Not allowed. Nope.
This way.
Okay.
That's good. I agree. I agree with him on that. That was deserved. Clearly deserved. All right, chat. Obviously deserved. You think it's bad trying to say that something takes like 6 to 7 hours right now? Bro, try being me when I'm talking about fucking Call of Duty Zombies. And just because of the nature of the games, you so often have to say, like, in Black Ops 6 and 7. And if you know, shorthand, like if you're just quickly saying, like, you know, I might say RE1, 2, 3, Black Ops 6, 7. Genuinely, I have to say it all the time when talking about zombies, because the games are like 2 halves of a whole now. It's awful. It's awful. I'll just say 5 hours 59 minutes to 6 hours 59 minutes. Troll brain rotted. It's not intentional, man. It's not. I swear. It's such a nice looking game. I love the backgrounds in Zero. Just behold. GameCube game.
Let's split up.
Roger.
She should definitely stay here. Tibby does say it ironically, in fairness. Most of the time. Ugh. GameCube, 2002. Oh, God. Bro, I can't even run by them. Hello? Aha! I can that way. Locker key? Okay. We're fine. Check Discord? No. I don't think I will. Angry crickets. I hate them so much. The bugs should get an honorable mention for most annoying enemy here. There's a control panel. Press a button. Oh, yeah, this. Okay. The locker? Potentially, maybe? Oh my god, the locker. With a case. Locked via combination lock. You notice the number's 385 on the corner? You're shitting me. How do I input them? Oh. Bro, you can't. The lock is opened? Why? Why even bother if the combo is just on the case? Handgun parts. That will go on Rebecca's handgun. It is about that time. Thankfully, I have them separated and Rebecca's right here. Password is password. It might as well have been. Like putting a sticky note on your PC with the password. Yes, genuinely. What is even the point? I thought I was going to have to go find it elsewhere, but then it followed it up with, oh yeah, there's a number written in the corner. Beautiful. And there's room to spare. Anyway, it is about that time, so I got to get back to video work. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing all sorts of other stuff like Ace Combat, Metal Gear. I'm missing one. Yakuza. Come back for any of it. It's all good stuff, I think. No bias. Also, if you enjoyed, leave a like before you go. Helps with algorithm. You know how that goes. Also, if you didn't see it already, the RE Village review went up this morning. It's pinned at the top of chat, or at least the playlist is.
Are you playing so hard to get, baby boy? I'm not. I'm playing Mass Effect.
That threw me off. RE retrospective playlist is at the top. The Village video went up this morning, so if you haven't seen it, you can watch it there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you always back here next time. Oh, links are in the description for things like Twitter or Discord server or whatever, or Twitch if you want to go over to Twitch. If you're on Twitch, channel page, chat commands, whatever, you'll find whatever you're looking for other platforms and such. That's it now. I remembered last second. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream. And goodbye.